Unfortunately, our district has been ambushed with multiple types of mass violence threats over the past few days, from our larger schools, even our smallest school here at Tatum Academy. And while local law enforcement and district leaders have been busy handling these threats, they have a very stern and direct message for those who may be involved. And the bottom line is, this is not a joke. An unnerving pattern has developed, and you don't have to look too far to see a similar situation that we have been caught in the middle of. Take this news clip out of Knoxville, for example.
Today alone, 8 different threats of mass violence against schools in the county.
Some of the threats we're getting aren't even from our state, right? Aren't even local, but they're naming schools.
Sound familiar? Well, meanwhile, back here in Wilson County, multiple threats have landed upon a handful of our schools recently, and the firestorm started on social media. First, it was Snapchat, and now TikTok.
The biggest message is to convey, it is not a joke, and that you're disrupting a lot of people's lives, and that unfortunately in other parts of the country there have been some very sad days that have ruined people's lives. We're fortunate that that has not happened here, and that's why we're overcautious.
And also this morning, Tatum Academy, located at the district's central office, received a bomb threat via a phone call. The entire building was evacuated.
Contacted the sheriff's office. The sheriff's office brought the canine dogs up here. They went through the building, did a clean sweep of the building all over, every aspect, the roof and all. And at the time of evacuation, we had our students go sit in the football stands outside of our school and just wait there until the all clear was given, and we were given the all clear probably about 45 minutes to an after our evacuation.
But thankfully, in the midst of this wave of mass violence threat chaos, as of late this morning, through intense investigative work, an arrest has been made on the threats made towards Mount Juliet Middle and Green Hill High School.
We arrested a local student, and we were able to find evidence. We had concrete evidence that this student was tied into the threat that was made through the TikTok post, and they're currently in custody, and we're going to proceed from there. Yeah, we got to it very quickly.
Captain Scott Moore is a veteran deputy within the sheriff's office. His message is stern for any others who may be involved in spreading false threats of mass violence among our schools.
We are not going to tolerate this. I don't care if you're joking around, if you're serious about it, whatever the intentions are, you're going to be charged, you're going to be arrested, and you're going to be held accountable.
District leadership has been in constant communication with a few principals who have had some headaches this week, and law enforcement that continues to search for answers.
There's so many things that happen behind the scenes when one of these threats take place to ensure that we have safety protocols and measures in place, because the ultimate goal is to protect our students and our staff and our schools and our communities. And so this appears to be that there is an uptick in threats around the state and even nationwide. I've had people reach out from other states that's just doing the same thing. What I would want everyone to know is that our law enforcement, our local law enforcement, our SRO programs, our police departments, Homeland Security, everybody is giving their attention to this.
All threats are taken very seriously, and there's no cherry picking on ones that are considered serious versus ones that seem a little hokey. A threat is a threat, and each is handled very thoroughly.
Obviously, we haven't been made aware, but the dogs have not picked up on anything this week that you're aware of,
No,
right?
sir. No, sir. I know that the sheriff's department, they're talking about if they find people like that, they're going to, prosecute to the max. And so it's a sad situation, but we are going to take all the precautions we can to make sure our students and staff are safe.
This is no joking matter, and words you say matter, things you post on social media matter, and we will react. If you say it or you post it, we have to believe it, and we will take steps that ensure that's how we respond. And there will be, if we track these down, there will be school discipline measures, and I'm sure law enforcement will be charging anyone involved in promoting these threats.
The domino effect that comes with threats on a school is quite long, but staff does the best they can to reassure families that inside the school, on days like today, all is well.
We do have extra security here with us. And, you know, we've already had the dogs go through the building, so we're trying to just have as normal of a day as possible.
Today we are probably about 30% lower than normal, and which is understandable. And you know, parents are going to be overly cautious like we are as well. So we're just working with them, and we're going to teach the kids that are here the best they can. The ones that can't, you know, they have access online, and we'll have as many days as they need to make up any assignment.
In a week so far that has caused a lot of anxiety for our families and staffs, Captain Moore offers these words of reassurance when law enforcement handles these threats head on.
If we have a threat the night before and we know it's a serious threat that could cause a lot of harm to students, then we would, you know, between us and the school district, make a decision. And obviously, we would never put a student and staff in a situation that's going to, you know, that could cause harm to their, you know, to their personal life. And so we want to make sure that we communicate that, and we're not going to open schools up if we don't think that it's safe to go to. So in this situation, we thought that it was safe to go to with the information that we had, and like I said, we just confirmed what we knew through an arrest that was made. And so, you know, we've got SROs at every school. We want everybody to feel safe in knowing that. And then now we have access to canines that have been utilized so far on many occasions and have done an excellent job. I mean, as a parent, that would make me, you know, comforted knowing those things.
As always, we will keep you informed on any threats that involve our schools. But families, please talk to your students about responsible use of social media. It's a conversation that's always worth having. I'm Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools.